think there's 55 students now. Okay. Oh yeah, thank you. I got right in.
Hey, testing.
You know, God bless the souls up here.
Yeah.
As long as it's nice.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't care where you get it. Yeah, I'm so not.
Hey, testing.
I'm letting it go. I've watched Frozen so much. Exactly. Yeah. Spent so many years like, I can't.
Hey, testing.
No, really. I mean, even that. Yeah. Really? I don't have to, Miles, I don't have to do the air quotes?
What?
I don't have to do the air quotes for Grammys?
I'm giving you a pass on that.
Aww. Letting it go. Good.
Hey, testing.
So when we did this in North Campus, the bands would be playing, and then like they'd stop between stage, and then the faculty would process out, and the whole auditorium would be like, shh. It was this big, you know, I guys remember? Like totally forgot.
We could do a production routine.
You know what I would love? I know. Can we do that? We are. Caspi.
That's true.
I still have that
I'll
one.
choreograph it for next year.
Wait, how did it go?
guys think? I'm taking it off. Shh. Good evening, you guys. Happy Friday. Yay! Yay! We are so excited to be doing this tonight. I cannot even tell you. Okay, so good evening. My name is Colleen Huddleston. I'm the Executive Director of the Division of Creative Arts here at USF. And on behalf of the Creative Arts and the Computer Arts and Technology faculty, I want to welcome you all to our annual Convocation and Student Awards ceremony. Tonight we're going to celebrate the brilliance of each of our students, and we hope that you've all had a chance to enjoy the nearly 400 pieces of student work on display in the Weatherhead Gallery and the Music Technology Center, and truly admire the creativity and hard work leading up to this ceremony. We'll start tonight by recognizing our seniors. Seniors. You have witnessed a truly extraordinary year, one that we have never experienced before. I'm sure you all will never forget it, and I can promise you we won't either. And we'd like to take a moment to honor each of you. You're a very talented group, and it's our hope that you leave this university knowing that you've been prepared to the best of our ability and that you can move forward in your careers and professional pursuits. We also want you to know that this is your home, and you're always welcome here as an alum. We pride ourselves on being a network for you guys after graduation, so please come back and visit us, and don't be strangers. You can always call upon us. And we also hope that you don't see this as the end of your journey, but the beginning. So we're going to start with the exhibition awards tonight. This group of awards is based off work submitted in the exhibition. In order to qualify for these awards, students must have work in the show, and each student is eligible for only one award. Despite this challenging year, I'm so impressed by how you all stepped up to the plate. You submitted over 500 pieces of art and music into this year's exhibition, and we are exhibiting nearly 400 of those works. All the award money was donated by a wonderful group of friends, some of whom wish to remain anonymous, but others, they annually support tonight's event, and we'd like to thank them for that. The remaining award monies are generated by the Creative Arts Scholarship Endowment. I'd like to begin the awards tonight by recognizing the class achievers. We're going to start with the Freshman Achievers. As I say your name, if you guys could please come up. We've got a medal for you and a certificate, okay? And you can come up here and go down that way, okay? All right. Sophomores. Oh, sorry, freshmen. Meredith Colbert. Are you here? Well, if you're watching Meredith virtually, congratulations. Please come to the office and get your medal and your certificate. Erin Jenkin. And finally, Elizabeth Morrill. If you're watching virtually, Elizabeth, remember, stop by the main office and pick up your medal and your certificate. Now for the Sophomore Achievers. Skylar Charleston. Leah Hall. Congratulations, Leah. And Eva Tascos. Congratulations to Eva. Next are the Junior Achievers. Anna Chapella. Congratulations, Anna. Madison Gorman. Congratulations to Madison. And Will Hagerman. Congratulations to Will. Juniors, please come and get your awards at the main office when you're back in campus. Finally tonight, the Senior Achievers. Grace Cooper. Alex Hoover. And Brooke Owens. We're now going to move on to Outstanding Freshmen. Presenting this award and Outstanding Sophomore Award is Monica Meller. Monica is an assistant professor and the Foundation's coordinator for visual art. Monica is a graduate of Temple University. Monica?
Hello, everyone. I have the pleasure of having this student in 3 of my classes this academic year, and she has been outstanding in every class. It is rare to see a student who works this fast while consistently making projects that go above and beyond objectives. This person stands out as someone that her classmates respect and look up to. Focused, skilled, and open to feedback, helpful, and always ready to take on a challenge. It should come as no surprise that Carmina Aras-Bisplata, I've practiced that one a lot, is our outstanding freshman recipient. Congratulations, Carmina. Is she here? Then our outstanding sophomore consistently makes work that is so strong, skilled, and well-crafted, it often serves as inspiration for her peers, as an example of how far they could reach. In my 2D composition class, her reinterpretation of an Edward Hopper painting was so good, I took a picture and sent it to all of my fellow colleagues that had taught the assignment before, and it's really changed the way that we've taught the assignment since. As we went online due to COVID last year, this student adapted incredibly quickly, and her work didn't change in quality or level of investment, proving that our outstanding junior, Lily Martin, is invested at every level and self-motivated enough to be celebrated today. Congrats, Lily.
Outstanding Junior. Presenting this award is Kathy Denko Mcgee. Kathy is a graduate of The Ohio State University, and she serves as Program Director for Visual Art Education and Pre-Art Therapy. Kathy? Hold on, guys.
This student, while a junior, is new to our division because she changed her major. And I'm so glad that she did. Even though she has some catching up to do in her new program, she has shown great promise. I've enjoyed getting to know her this semester. She's thoughtful in her written assignments, and she really applies herself in the studio. A hard worker and very conscientious. Again, I'm so glad that she changed her major and joined our division. She has a promising future ahead as an art educator. I'm proud to present the Outstanding Junior Award to Morgan Toma.
Outstanding Senior. Presenting this award and the following award is Tim Parsley. Tim Parsley is a graduate of the Miami University, Oxford. Tim? Okay. Okay. You gonna spray it?
You just did. Spray it again. This year's recipient for the Outstanding Senior Award is someone who has spent the last 4 years setting a high example of the level of investment and time necessary to produce truly impressive works of art. Her paintings demand more than just the initial flash of inspiration, but also countless hours of tedious development that goes past inspiration and when you're just into the work. You're just trying to see it through, even if you're not feeling it, but you believe in what it's going to become. Her work takes the tired and traditional genre of portraiture and steers it in new directions, having her portraits go beyond just likeness, but to tackle challenging themes like suffering and loss, identity formation, and the cultural norms that try to shape us into how we present ourselves. Already, she's established an impressive resume of gallery and museum exhibitions, artist residencies, and soon will be continuing her studies in graduate school this fall. We're proud to include her among the impressive alumni of creative artists. This year's award for Outstanding Senior goes to Amanda Gargak. Just in case. Good. We're good. Good job. The next award I get to present is for our Best in Show award. This year's recipient of Best in Show is someone who came into this school as a creative powerhouse from day one. Consistently, she sets a high standard amongst her peers, not only for thoughtful and well-researched work, but also innovative risk-taking. She's one of those students that just, when she's considering a new project, she doesn't play it safe. She dives right into the deep end of complicated ideas, complicated media, complicated compositions, but she doesn't do it blindly. She does her research. In fact, she often shows up to critique with a binder full of notes and thumbnail sketches and more trivia and information about her subject matter than any of us even knew existed. And so when she jumps, she knows what she's jumping into. And you'll see in her work a mashup of just about everything she can cram in, from influences that come from classical figurative painting to leaping anime and Marvel characters rocketing through the compositions. And sometimes she shoves so much in it goes too far. But even then, she just shirks it off as an opportunity to learn and do better the next time. And before you know it, she's enthusiastically diving into another project. She's a joy to work with, in part because when you show up to see what she's doing, you see that she's already been hard at work and you're trying to catch up. During her time here, she's been awarded a highly competitive grant, not once, but twice. And next year, she's going to continue her education by beginning her Master of Fine Arts at the University of Houston. We're proud to present Best in Show to Maddie Fouts.
Okay, now we're going to do the music awards. The music faculty continued their tradition tonight of hosting the Music Technology Student Grammys, and just like the visual arts, students submitted their work, the faculty then juried it, and the final awards were selected. Presenting Best Pop Recording is Miles Fullwider. Miles is a graduate of New York University and serves as the Music Technology and Digital Media Program Director. Miles?
Best Pop Recording. A renowned music producer was recently asked by a student, what's more difficult, writing a symphony for an orchestra or writing a pop song? The producer immediately responded without missing a beat, but answered with a question, and he said, a good pop song? Pop music continually evolves. Sometimes it's just fun. Sometimes it speaks to us. We can relate to it. Oftentimes, pop music has a delicate balance with one foot rooted in cultural importance and the other in cultural relevance. This year's winner has explored these different areas, creating something that's fun, but also exploring areas and writing and working in material that is close to them personally. This individual also is reaching out regularly to collaborate with others and extend outside of their comfort zone. So it is my honor to present this year's Best Pop Recording to Haley Sorg for the track Find You by Derek and Haley Sorg.
Cursed to be alone, but I just need some time for growing. 'Cause I can't stay here, you can't stay near me. But one day I'll find you.
So Best Rock Recording. Rock and roll has always exhibited a do-it-yourself attitude. It was born by those breaking the rules, finding different alternatives, and being unrelenting in presenting the message. The winner in this year's submission for Best Rock Recording has completely reinvented themselves. This transformation has been fueled by a tenacity and focus to challenge themselves technically, musically, and artistically. And it is my honor to present this year's Best Rock Recording to Jordan Kortenberg for the track Feelin' It by the Perfumers.
Best R&B and Hip Hop Recording. Presenting this award is Phil Sugar. Phil is Director of Ensembles and is also a graduate of Northern Illinois University. Phil?
Thank you. I feel like every time I give these speeches, I talk about discipline and hard work, but I cannot stress enough that that is what's going to take your career to the next level, is the amount of time and attention to detail, the amount of passion you have. Those, to me, are the most critical and important skills that you can have. Talent is somewhat subjective. Talent can be wasted in laziness, but hard work and discipline with craft go a very long way. And the students who won this award, I know they will be working every time I show up. Like, I look in the door, every time I look in the door to their Mcgee suite, they're in there grinding away. And one of these students, I have an ongoing joke with him. I tend to show up to the building at all hours of the night, sometimes in there at 11 p.m. grabbing some stuff for my own work, 1 a.m. And every time I come there, I know that he's going to be there working and grinding away and creating 150 beats a month, and the insanity that he's pushing out right now. And his friends that he's working with as well, I'm just going to say Mark Novak and Danielle Vaides and Sevio, you guys are doing amazing work. The way you work together, the passion with which you work, the fire, all of it You know, your social awareness, Sevio, just all of it together is phenomenal, and I can't wait to see what you guys create in the next 2 years still being here. So come on up.
Hey, why do you gotta be a no-show? Coming on slow-mo, leave me on solo. And tell me why you ain't tryna let me go, though. If it's all a no-go, what you holding on for? Why do you gotta be a no-show? Coming on slow-mo, leave me on solo. And tell me why you ain't tryna let me go, though. If it's all a no-go, what you holding on for? Why you leave me by my solo? I've been feeling so low. What you tryna go back and forth for? Now you love me, now you so baby getting so old. Seem like you just wanna push and pull more. Why if I don't want you around me? You get to talking down me and doubt me. Help me figure out, please. Cause you got me confused. I don't know what to do. You be coming in and out. Now you wanna come through. All this fighting, you don't never see me finish.
Best Electronic Dance Recording is presenting this award is Mark Everett. Mark is an assistant professor in the music technology program and is a graduate of Middlesex University. Mark?
Hey, everybody. The student winning Best Electronic Recording this year has many diverse skills, but has completely submerged himself in this genre over the last several years. The level of detail in his sound design, in signal processing, and production techniques is on par with anything you'd hear at Electric Forest or any other popular EDM festival. The creativity in his work is always vibrant, exciting, and awe-inspiring. For his senior project, in addition to mixing in stereo like you and I are typically listening to, he is taking advantage of the recent updates to our studio and producing in 7.1.4 surround sound and the 360-degree Dolby Atmos immersive format, which is another way he separates himself from most other artists. This song in particular, for which he is winning, was actually signed and released earlier this year by a small independent record label that specializes in Christian EDM, Apostle Records. We are very proud of all of his hard work and accomplishments. Winning for Best Electronic Recording for a second time now is Darren Allred for He Renews.
Best Audio for Visual Media. Presenting this award is Miles Fullwider. Miles?
Work in the audio for visual media is a good example for students working to exploit our aural experience. This reinforces what is being viewed. Students get to distort and augment reality, create new sounds, or even give sounds and a voice to things that do not exist in the real world. The sounds, the music, and the editing that is exhibited in a visual production complete the experience that either draws the participant in or pushes them away. The winner this year did just that, working to create an entirely new sonic experience for a cult classic film, which involved a high level of very small details and was completed by one of our freshmen. It is my honor to present this year's Best Audio for Visual Media to Mckay Bowers for his reimagining of the cult classic film, Alien.
Best Traditional Music Recording. Presenting this award is Phil Sugar. Phil?
The student who won this award, I remember the first day that he showed up in my theory class and he sat in the front row and he was dead serious, and I love those people. Like, you can just see the intensity in their eye, you can see the look on their face, you know they mean business, you know they're here to work and really absorb the teachings that you're offering. And I've seen that consistently from day one to this point. He is an incredibly hard worker, very talented musically, always working on all of his musical skills, his drumming, his piano playing, And this song that he won for is a project that he did in our theory class. It's a composition he wrote. And the minute I heard it, I was like, we're playing that in the jazz ensemble. We're doing that. And I just encourage you to continue your writing, continue developing content in this style, because I think you're going to do amazing work as you progress through this program. So Dan Moreno, come on up.
Our next set of awards are given to students who excel in their program of study and have disciplined high levels of program involvement, attendance at university events, and excellent academic records in their major. Tonight we're going to begin with High Achievement in Graphic Design. Presenting this award is Alan Knotts. Alan is a graduate of the University of St. Francis and is Program Director for Graphic Design. Alan?
So the first time I met this student, I was impressed with his determination, and here at USF he has excelled. Whether it's in his major graphic design or his concentrations in illustration or web design, he has gone above and beyond. His style is sophisticated, mature, and meticulously executed, and included in many of his designs, he incorporates his exceptional illustrations. In class presentations, I am always impressed by his level of research and reasoning, the understanding of the target audience, and the meticulous explanation of his compositional approach. There is an ease in his demeanor that makes him approachable and friendly. He is kind-hearted and generous. Everyone likes and respects him. He dedicates incalculable hours to his projects. He's also a member and officer of our AAF College chapter and recently won 2 gold awards in this year's Fort Wayne Advertising Honors. He is ambitious and has sought out several internships. Please join me in congratulating the High Achievement in Graphic Design winner, Kevin Schuler.
High Achievement in Pre-Art Therapy. Presenting this award as well as the following award is Dr. Kathy Denko Mcgee. Kathy?
Luckily, I got to know this student better right before the campus closed last spring due to COVID. In our bi-weekly trips to DuPont Hospital, I watched a future art therapist emerge. As our new Art as Therapy program evolved at the hospital, I observed this student working with the patients. One in particular was an older man. While he wanted to participate in the art experience, he kept saying, "No, I can't draw." But this student was persistent in a gentle way. She persuaded the patient to collaborate on a drawing, and eventually the man was drawing on his own. This student has truly found her calling, and I'm proud to present the High Achievement Award in Pre-Art Therapy to Megan Homan. This student was one of the first to help me get acclimated to the university when I first arrived last year. If I didn't know something, I knew that this student would have the answer. She was always eager to help. This individual often volunteered for special projects, even if she ended up being the only one. I think she got a little tired of me asking if she could volunteer, but she always had a smile on her face, and I knew that she would always follow through. She helped with the mural project at McMillan Park and even brought along some extra volunteers to help one day. She served as president for Artists in Action, and she helped to assemble the art kits that have taken the place of our Saturday art classes during the pandemic. This student is a leader, always dependable, and great at getting the job done. I see a bright future ahead for her, and I'm proud to present the High Achievement Award in Art Education to Naomi Vanderleest.
High Achievement in Studio Art. Presenting this award is Kara Wade. Kara received her degree from the Savannah College of Art and Design and is an full professor of studio art and photography. Kara.
Yay. This student appears quiet and reserved, and then she arrives with insightful critique, unique perspective, and powerhouse conceptual thinking. She creates technically strong artwork with thoughtful content in all of her classes, maintaining high quality while at the same time, she's maintained a vigorous role in photo club, and she's been working full-time in her field for some time now. In her work in this year's student show, the viewer gets a chance to see in her heart. From the handmade paper that she created herself, to the images that she put on that paper that come from love, we see how she felt about her grandmother. Whew. I'm honored to award this year's High Achievement in Studio Art to Dee Dee Morrow.
High Achievement in Music Technology. Presenting this award is Mark Everetts.
So Kara and I are always the criers, but I'm going to make it through this year. I'm determined. I'm going to make it.
That's what I said.
4 years ago, on a practice room floor, I remember having this long conversation with a freshman who was really struggling with whether USF was the right place for them, or if they should be at a more traditional music performance school. He was a classically trained pianist, after all, and a very good one at that. Skipping over the details of that conversation, I will say that last week I asked him, as we were finishing up one of his senior project meetings, if he is happy with the decision that he made to stay here after that, to which he exclaimed, "Praise God, yes!" He is still an amazing piano player, but now he has already had the job of technical director in charge of all audio and video for a local church and head of audio production for a youth camp in Texas serving over 3,000 kids each of the past 3 summers. His studio recordings are meticulously polished, and I just found out recently that he also has a great voice and can write great pop songs, and that one made me mad. He's literally good at everything. I can honestly say I believe he can choose his path in life. I'm going to make it. And he will be successful and effective in whatever that is. Lastly, I would be remiss not to mention the manner in which he lives out his faith every day and constantly models the Franciscan values of the university. I am thrilled to announce the award for high achievement in music technology goes to David Detweiler.
Computer Arts and Technology Awards. We now will present the Computer Arts and Technology Awards, and I'd like to invite Mr. Rick Miller to the mic. Rick is the Division Director for Computer Arts and Technology Division here at USF. Rick? Clean it.
Good evening, everyone. I would first like to thank the Creative Arts faculty for allowing me to be part of this process. And I want to also send a message to my animation students that though on a piece of paper it says you belong to a different division, by far you will always be and will continue to be part of the Creative Arts program. I have no intention of making that change, and I would hope my computer science students would finally feel like they have a home. As evidenced by every club event that we have, there's a mixture of creative arts and computer science people there, so I thank you for that. So, now I also was not aware I was supposed to give any lengthy speeches, so as my computer science students would know, I'll get straight to the point. All right, so let's see if I can figure out technology here. So, the Outstanding Awards, the recipient of this award has shown themselves to be outstanding in a variety of ways. They always seek to understand new skills, not simply get something done. They ask questions, they want to know what it means. And they go above and beyond with their work, and they always push themselves outside their comfort zone so that they can grow. So I'm proud to present this year's Outstanding Freshman Award to Yvonne, I hope I don't butcher your name here, Serapio. And I do not believe Yvonne is here, but I can tell you I've never seen someone spend so much time in the lab as Yvonne does on a regular basis. Now, moving on to this year's Outstanding Sophomore Award. This person always goes above and beyond, will always take every assignment given to them and do a different twist to it, will always make it much larger than it ever had to be because they want to do more. And this year's Outstanding Sophomore Award goes to Xavier Yoder, who is in our Game and Application and Computer Information Systems majors. Figuring out the technology. So I'm proud to present this year's Outstanding Junior Award to the person that always has a smile in class and will always bring life to every situation that is out there and yet continues to always seek to know what is going on. It's Anais Makrovics. Outstanding Senior Award goes to a gentleman that always pushes himself. In fact, landed internships on stuff not he learned in class, but stuff he taught himself on the side, goes to Sam Eastman. All right, the next set of awards I want to hand out here is the recipient of these awards has always shown themselves to be exemplary in multiple ways. They're excellent team players. They're excited about team success. They build up individual team members. They're always open to constructive feedback, and they always have an attitude to get it done. They'll go above and beyond. Additionally, they've always sought opportunities to refine their skills, kickstart their careers, while retaining an excellent academic record. So I'm proud to present the high achiever this year in game and application development to Alex Summers. I'm behind on the slides, sorry about that. Never trust a computer guy. Also would like to present the animation award. Jake regrets that he could not be here this evening, but he has always spoken very highly of this individual, and that is Fiona Fallon. So we're doing good for my records here. So high achievement in computer information systems, and I know this person will not be here because he's practicing for our football team, but he is always keeps the highest GPA in the division. He is continuing to get a military leadership role in ROTC at Purdue University, and he pushes every envelope there can be, and he will get on top of every assignment, and this award goes to Isaiah Lacey. Now, the last one here, I had to have a little fun with things, is, you know, the recipient of this award goes to that student that presents the teacher with a bizarre, rarely ever seen problem in class, one that, as in my 20-plus years of teaching, that you scratch your head on and like, what have you done? I have never seen this. And then I get stubborn and have to figure out how it works. But I'm proud to present this year's Stump the Teacher Award to Alex Reichard for the ever now known VMware move incident. You will be mentioned in every class from this point forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. We're now going to finish tonight with the Scholarship and Sponsored Awards. We have a few special designated awards to present, and they're sponsored by donors and are based on merit and creative excellence. Tonight, we're going to start with the Rick and Louise Cartwright Scholarship. Presenting this award is Tim Parsley.
This year's Rick and Louise Cartwright Scholarship Award goes to a student who is bright and smiling and friendly to everyone around her. When she faces a new project, though, she often struggles and frets to know what to create. It's not that she doesn't have any ideas, it's just that she has too many ideas, you know, and it's hard to select sometimes. It can be difficult, but she does. And when she starts and when she begins to paint or draw or print, something happens. And time again, she comes to critique with not only work that evidences technical strength, but also subtle thoughtfulness. And it causes her pieces to be about more than just whatever is depicted in that painting or drawing. Her work explores a broad atmosphere of memory, both personal and collective, and how we can create an image that is specific and yet somehow can remind all of us of a shared experience. What I've always found enjoyable about working with this student is how, even in her struggle to feel confident with her skills and ideas, she's always willing to trust the process, to keep moving forward. There have been a lot of times where I found myself saying, it's okay. I know you're confused, you have no idea where you're going, you're not sure if what is up or down, but that's exactly where you're supposed to be. Hang in there, it's going to come together. And she does. And I think staying in that unknown place, staying in that spot where the questions that your own work is producing, you still don't know how to answer, it's hard. It takes a certain kind of creative durability to keep our insecurities in check. But she does it, and the results are great. And so it's exciting to be able to recognize that tonight and present the Rick and Louise Cartwright Scholarship Award to Sydney Spivak.
The Maurice Papier Scholarship Award is going to be presented by Eric Carlson. Eric is Associate Professor of Studio Art and a graduate of the University of Missouri-Columbia. Eric?
Okay, it's nice to give this award to a student who I've actually known and met 3 times and reviewed a portfolio before she was even a student here, and I hope she came here. One of the pieces that stuck out to me was a practice piece that she did was 30 pieces in 30 days. And to me, that really stuck out because I watched the student evolve before I even had her as a student. And to me, it's one of those key things and moments that I really look forward to as a professor. And so I'm honored to really give this award to Laura Rabel and really want to see you continue to grow.
The Karen Thompson Scholarship Award. Presenting this award is Kara Wade. Kara?
So this award is named in honor of my predecessor. Karen Thompson taught here for over 30 years, and I just wanted y'all to know that. So there we go. Okay, so this student asks a lot of questions, and I mean that in the best possible way. My favorite question that she often asks is, how can I make my work better? She's constantly striving to improve her work technically, as well as expand and transform her work conceptually. In her photography, she shows her developing style with her use of clean, minimal design, as well as dramatic use of light and shadow, always leaving compositional room for copy. I'm eager to see how her work evolves and grows and matures going into her senior year. I'm thrilled to award this year's Karen Thompson Scholarship Award to Taylor Harmon.
The Karen Mcardle Memorial Scholarship is going to be presented by Eric Carlson.
Okay, this is going to be a fun one. This is a student who, whenever I look at her work, or whenever we get into a conversation, or whenever we get into anything, she's usually going to say, I'm just going to drop out. So watching her work and watching her grow, that's her immediate reaction, but she's one of the hardest workers that I've actually been around. She takes on more than she needs, often 18 credit hours, how many clubs can I help run, and constantly trying to push herself and grow. So it's my honor to give August Bengali this award.
Finally tonight, presenting this award and the following graphic design awards is Alan Knotts. Alan?
If you're not aware of Ferguson Advertising, well, it's the oldest and most iconic full-service advertising agency in Fort Wayne. Its owners believe in hiring local talent. In fact, they currently have several USF graphic design grads in their creative staff. We are grateful for their support of our alumni, and we thank them for this award that benefits our students. Which brings me to the student who is tonight's winner. This young woman is simply amazing. She's a graphic design major with a photography minor. Her design sense is exceptionally mature, and the execution of her work is impeccable. And she, too, has won numerous awards in the AdFed's Advertising Honors Competition. Her senior project is evidence of her superb talent. Her use of imagery and type is exceptional. From design to illustration to photography, it's all outstanding. And her experimentation with type is something beautiful to behold. She is friendly, kind, generous, and humble, and this award seems only fitting as she is actually interning at Ferguson this semester. Please join me in congratulating this year's winner, Naomi Souter. The Ferguson Advertising Award for Digital Design is also sponsored by Ferguson Advertising. Again, we are grateful for their continued support of the arts and design at USF. This student is a real go-getter. From the first time I spoke with her at one of our recruiting events, I knew she would be a force to be reckoned with. In addition to her graphic design major, she is also pursuing 3 minors: Meta, Illustration, and Studio Art 2D, as well as a concentration in web design. Her enthusiasm is off the charts, and it rubs off onto everyone she meets. Her design, web design, and illustration work are excellent, as is her work ethic. As this is a digital design award, I spoke to our web design faculty, Kay Westhuse, who had this to say about her student. She's just fantastic. I'm happy to recognize Amber Root for her work in the digital media category. She brought a creative, problem-solving approach to her web design work. I also appreciated how she listened to and incorporated feedback from the client we worked with in class. Congratulations, Amber Root. As a graphic design major with a photography minor and a concentration in web design, this student has really amplified her design aesthetic this year. This young woman has truly excelled. I have watched her grow tremendously as a designer and a photographer, and it is remarkably represented in her senior project this year. Her imagery is lovely and beautifully executed as she combines her graphic design and photography. In addition, her photography in the show is lovely. She's also quite an accomplished photographer already, as she's been professionally shooting throughout her years here at school. And she's been interning at BFA Photography this semester, where she's learning a great deal about the commercial industry. It's my pleasure to award the Village at Winona Award in Graphic Design to Jazelyn King. If you're wondering how that's pronounced, it's John Bracalayer. He was my grandfather. This young student has completely wowed me this year. Her confidence in her use of line, shape, color, and overall image has propelled her to execute some of the most beautiful and innovative illustrations. She is equally comfortable and accomplished in both traditional and digital mediums. Her senior project was an incredible and massive endeavor, as she's published an 80-plus page book on the age of illustration. It's a wonderful and easy read that chronicles some of the most important illustrators from the late 19th into the 20th century. In addition to examples of these famous illustrators' work, she has produced portraits of each of them in her style, as well as secondary and supportive illustrations throughout the book. It's beautifully designed and exceptionally mature. It's really spectacular. She's currently the president of our AAF College chapter and is also an accomplished award winner in the Fort Wayne Ad Honors. A graphic design major with a minor in 2D studio art and concentrations in both illustration and web design. Please join me in congratulating Eleanor Graber. Last one. This past year, this student has really found her footing in design, and especially in illustration, which is her concentration. As a teacher, I am always thrilled when I work with a student who is as dedicated as she is. She's often the first one in class. She's always prepared on critique days. When suggestions are made to better her work, she makes them. She takes direction well and listens intently. Even when she struggles with her designs, she takes the advice of her teachers and peers and makes them a success. She has come a long way. Her senior project was an ambitious one. 16 large posters representing 8 of our country's national parks and landmarks, with all of the art digitally illustrated by her. Many students fall behind during their senior project, but not this student. There were dozens of thumbnails and roughs, and her posters took many hours to complete. Her illustrations and complementary use of type were impeccable and professional. It has been a great pleasure to see her work markedly improve this past year. I'm proud to present the Knotts Family Award in Graphic Design to Natalie McDonald.
Thank you for your patience with me in cleaning the microphones. I am not yet fully vaccinated. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Congratulations to all of our winners tonight, and especially you seniors. Cannot express how proud we are of you and how excited we are to celebrate you at graduation in a few weeks. So please take this last few weeks with us and pick our brains. And again, like I said in the beginning, we're here for you now and after you graduate, so don't be strangers, okay? I also want to take a moment to thank the faculty and staff for this tremendous year. On top of the faculty, Molly McGowan and Justin Johnson and Jay Heron are steadfast champions for you guys, so big applause, please, for them. So without the dedication of the staff and the faculty, your love for the students, the true love you have for them, none of this would be possible. So on behalf of the University of St. Francis administration and students, I extend each of you attending tonight and you guys watching virtually our grateful appreciation, and have a wonderful night. Thank you.